What's up, people? I'm here to illuminate you.
My friends, so without as within. Stop, I have a question. If people never really change and
So, in the proper spirit of the internet, I'm here to make a video about some shit that pisses me off and force it upon you. So, I'm tapping in with all of this shit about people talking, specifically motherfucking one channel, but people talking about Juice WRLD's death and how apparently his label killed him. No, this is bullshit. Yes, the labels do kill artists, but not this one. This case is separate. So because I'm me, and I'm a firm believer in what I believe, and since like the beginning of me finding out about Juice WRLD, I believe that he faked his death. I still think this, but now with more evidence and shit added, I have a different viewpoint on it. I feel like he faked his death to get away from him, to go to rehab this time. So, because everybody knows that labels kill people, well, he didn't want to be the next, right? So what Juice did was, he faked his death to get out and to better his life. But in the process of this, some stuff definitely went wrong. I feel like now he is dead, but not from what they said he died from. I feel like he faked his death and then died because he didn't get off the drugs. But in that space in between, right, where there's all this evidence that he faked his death and everybody's convinced he's fucking dead, I think he did this shit calculatedly. He planned it so that everyone thought he was dead, so that nobody could pull him back in by accident. So, how did he do this? Well, the evidence shows that Juice WRLD had these visibly fake pills on his plane that hadn't been made since 2016. It was 2019 whenever he allegedly had this seizure and died, right? So, let's see. Who were the ones saying that these pills were visibly fake? Well, cops, medical people, and fucking other people, right? Motherfuckers that don't take these pills. So that led me to think, right? Druggies know what the fuck they're taking, especially ones that have a specific DOC, like Juice did. He loved perks, and so he knew what the real ones looked like. He knew when some shit looked off, and he knew what he was taking. So, I think he bought these fake pills on purpose, like he said in so many of his songs, and then planted these bitches on the fucking plane to ensure that they thought he died. I think he put these fake pills on the plane to make it look like he actually died, so everybody would believe it and he could make his clean getaway. Now, Juice WRLD has literally said in songs, "I know they fake pills, I bought them on purpose." So, why wouldn't he buy fake pills in order to not take them, but to use for another purpose? Because it's so easy. Bro is a magician. He made music videos. He knew about props. These fake pills were just a fucking prop in the production of faking his death. So, why I think this even more, that he faked his death and he didn't just die? Because that fucking cunt sold his locks. Why would you cut a dead person's hair? You wouldn't. That's fucking stupid. You wouldn't. Doesn't make sense. You wouldn't. Unless if he was alive and he cut the locks off to make it look like a different person. Make him look like a different person. So, that fucking bitch Allie, right? She went out saying that the circumstances of his death were off and like we were lied to and all that shit, right? Blah blah blah. Everybody thought that, well, not everybody, but a bunch of people thought that she was confirming he faked his death, right? Okay, I thought that for a while. However, now I think that she thinks he's dead, and that she was confirming she thinks somebody killed him, okay? Just like Juice WRLD's mom thought somebody killed him because, well, my bad, didn't think, she knows. Because she got a call from him after his seizure, with him on the phone talking to his own mother, saying that he was okay and he was going to the hospital. But then when she showed up there, the doctors came out and told her that he was dead. Okay, so before I said that there were no records of hospitals and shit, I was wrong on that, because this would be a record that I witnessed, not in person, but like, yeah. Anyway, so she showed up there at the hospital. The doctors said that they couldn't save him, that he was dead now. So what I'm thinking, there's two possible outcomes to this. In the span of time after him calling his mom, either himself realizing it or somebody influencing him told him that if he went back to those people, that he would just fall back into this drug use. Or we entertain this other theory, and we say in the span of time between him, that phone call to his mom, and her getting there, that the label got in there and fucking wiped him out, okay? So we're gonna ignore that theory mostly. That one's just fucking sat in there. We're going back to that first theory, right? So after he realized that if he went back, he would probably fall into drug use again, right? Then him, or the person influencing him, concocted this plan to get them out of there by faking his death. But what I can't understand is how it fucking worked so clearly. But then I'm piecing all this shit together and it's just making more and more sense. And that's what led me to believe that he did fake his death through those pills. He put these fake pills on the plane as a prop to ensure the fucking deceit in their mind that he is dead. And then he went off somewhere else. Now, there have been sightings of Juice WRLD allegedly after his death, which would also pour into more proof of him faking his death. Now, we don't know if these are true or like the specific time of when they were even made, but we do know that they're there. So there's too much speculation for anyone to know really what happened, apart from him. But I would also, I play with words, so I pay attention to the way people say shit to catch when they play with words. And in an interview, Ali fucking said that Jared is gone, but Juice WRLD is still alive. Yeah. So, Juice WRLD was the music, right? So we could just personify his music into Juice WRLD, the name. So those are the same. Jared being the person faking his death, Jared would be dead. Juice WRLD, the embodiment of his music, still alive. And his music still alive. So, the physical being could still be alive. See what I'm saying? That's where playing with words comes in. She could have lied by omission. Just keep that in mind. Thank you for letting me illuminate you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.
The mamba on your chest had foreshadowing symbolism. Somebody call a priest, we need an exorcism. Their demons on the green, let the gardener get them. Smoking gas, planting trees, cultivating a dream. They say you gotta be 21, but I'm only heart locked in an eternal fist fight with my brain. Yeah, I'm a Virgo, overthinking on minimal things. Back and forth tennis racket, you know how it go. My life's a cosmic movie, working on character growth.